Today, on the Justice Court, the plaintiffs are suing the defendant, Adebayo Adeona, for a total sum of 2,985,750 naira, being unpaid loans and costs of building materials supplied.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Busirat and Adebayo. Parties sworn on oath.
There are two of them. Let me take Oladipupo Busirat to do first of all.
Your Honor.
So you are the defendant, you are the plaintiff, and you are suing Adebayo Adeona.
Adebayo Adeona.
All right then. Can you narrate to me what's going on here?
Thank you, my Honor. There's a project in Lute Medical Estate in Ogun State. So I supply him some materials, and he also borrowed money from me to complete the project since last year. For him to pay since last year, September, I think around June to September.
How did you meet him? How long have you known him?
No, 2019.
Where? When?
I met him in that site.
At his site?
Yes.
Construction site?
Construction site.
Okay.
That Lute Medical Estate.
Okay.
So that's how I know him. The manager of that site introduced him to me that I should be supplying him as a contractor. There's a developer in that estate. So I should supply him some materials. Already there's a stage when they are doing the German floor, they will pay him, he will pay us.
You can have a seat first.
So
step out, not you. Felicia.
So at the German floor, the foundation, he pay us when I supply. The roofing, at the roofing level, he pay. But for the finishing, when I supply him materials and goods for the finish, and he also borrowed money to finish the project. And they hand over around October or September last year. For him to pay me, since then I'll be calling him, where is the money? And you always told me that the developer of that estate has not paid him. And he also, when last year, December, we called him again. You give us undertaking by February, he's going to pay us back by February. Since that February, nothing, we have not heard from him.
Okay. So, how much did you say you gave to him?
The total, the supply and the borrow and everything, 2,185.
Let me have the format.
Okay.
The breakdown of how you advance it to him.
I have it.
You have the breakdown?
Yes.
Okay, so you supplied
cement, materials,
periodically. First of all, she said she supplied 270,000 naira worth of plaster sand on June 15, 2020. Then thereafter, 151,050 of Dangote cement on 18th June 2020.
It is true, ma.
It's true. Lastly, that you took a loan of 825,000 naira.
Very true.
By 2 installments, 17th July and 26th September. All last year, 2020.
Very true.
All right then. Okay. So, you supplied all of this between 15th of June and 30th of July.
Yes.
What was the agreement you had towards payments?
No, what happens is that in that project, when it has 3 stages, like when they're doing the German floor, when we supply them or we borrow them some money to finish, after paying for German floor, they will pay us back. The second stage is roofing, from block setting to the roofing. When they pay him, he's going to pay us. This stage is finishing stage. So, and the building has handed over to the developer. The 4 building, the complete 4 building has handed over to the developer. Since then, he has not paid me. I expect him to pay me immediately, hand over to the developer. when developer pay me and he pay me back.
Is that the standard practice?
That is the practice, ma'am.
That's the standard practice.
Yes.
Normal. So what happened? Why would you
It's
pay?
okay, ma'am.
But then you have the issue of the loan.
Yes.
How did the loan come about?
The loan, during the finish, when I supplied the material, you know, say, for him to complain that he does not have money, I should fund him. Even though the money is not my own, he followed me where I loaned the money for him. We went there together and he followed me to the auntie that, okay, please, auntie, borrow me this money. Let me borrow him. So because without finishing it, without hand over the building, he cannot pay me the money, all the materials I've supplied to him. That is the reason why I loan him that money for him to complete the project.
So what do you have to say to this?
It's okay, ma'am. All the things she said, they are all right.
They are what?
They are right.
Okay.
I'm winner. But the problem is, during first stage, like he said, I paid. Second stage, I paid. But the final stage, which is the third stage, which he assisted me, the two of them, they are very honest. And they assisted when I was in need. So...
No, you are dealing with our own matter now.
Okay.
I'll call her later to address
okay, sir. So,
our own case.
when I finish the project, the buildings, there are 4 in numbers. I submitted the conciliation calculation for the developer. When I gave him, I told him everything. He should pay me to let me pay those people that I am owing. And he said it's okay. By the time he came back, the thing was outrageous. I said, why should it happen? But up till today, he has not paid, which they all knew.
You know the way it is. There's a contract between the two of you.
Yes, ma'am.
She doesn't have any contract with
the third.
So that's between the two of you.
Yeah.
You are liable to pay her, and is liable to pay you. So she doesn't, her own contract with you, your repayment or payment of what is due to her. As far as she's concerned, she has no business.
With the other man.
It's you. So it's you that have to pay her because you are the only one that signed an undertaking on 21st of December, 2020, that you pay her by February.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this is July. This is July. So how do you want to pay her? You have to pay her money.
I have to pay, ma'am.
You've got to pay her.
The two things I am telling them is that without this man paying me,
You can't attach it to that. I don't even
then
go
the
there.
second one, if I don't have work now,
That's
that
not
can
her
make me
business.
pay.
You don't seem to understand. It's none of her business. You took a loan. You are owing her. And you have to pay. So she has to wait, even if it's 6 or 7 or 8 years' time, before you get your money from there. Then she should just wait for you.
No.
So you have to give a definite time. Look, the bottom line is, the worst scenario is you pay by installments.
Yeah.
So you have to agree on how much you want to pay her at any particular time. Do you understand me?
I understand.
You can't just walk in and come in before me and tell me I don't have money to pay. Or I'll pay at my own convenience and when I get the money from somewhere else. It doesn't work that way. Not at all. I'm waiting. When do you want to start paying? And how much do you want to pay?
Madam, I cannot, Your Honor, I cannot give precisely the time I will pay.
Your Honor,
All
the
this-
funny
all
part
this
is,
money
and you know
is
that
all-
loan I borrowed him, he followed me to the woman.
So you want her to go and tell the woman that right now you don't have the money. But any time, even if it's 20 years' time, when you're able to get the money,
No, ma'am.
she will bring the woman's money. Or is it a woman?
It's a
Bring the
woman.
woman's money. I'm asking you.
I want to give time now because all the papers
Do you
are
know
with
what? If all the papers, I'm listening.
they are with the chartered account. They are with chartered accountant now, who is working on my paper. So as soon as that one ready, this ending, then I will know how to go about it in the court.
Look, if this your story,
Yes, ma'am.
or the one you've narrated to her, pertaining to February had worked, or if you had made some payments at the time you told her you were going to even pay her everything, that was in February. If as at this time you were able to tell me that I was only able to raise 400,000 naira, even though I hope I'll be able to pay her everything. I was expecting money from this source, but I couldn't get the money. I'll know you are making an attempt to struggling to pay her. But the way it is now is as if you've taken her for granted.
No.
Because she's not ready to wait any longer. And you're not going to walk out of this courtroom without making an arrangement on how you're going to pay her. And you have to think twice when you are making that commitment, because you are in a courtroom, so that you don't fail. Whatever you say, you have to comply by it.
Since I've not paid my daughter's school fees. You know I'm a widow. I've not paid house rent. My children, that is it. So single since last year, October. I've not single work. I've just been living by hand, calling this, give me this, give me this.
I told you, even when we were here, that I will pay. If I'm paying now, like how many months will I give? If I give you months now.
You cannot say months. Already you know. Out of 2 point something, 1 point something is not my own.
I know very well. I know very well. I know very well, and you assisted.
You cannot say you want to pay you want to pay 500. 500 for what? I'm just giving an example.
Do you have 500 on you?
No, I'm just saying it for example. Already 1 point something, somebody has money.
Your Honor, ma.
I'm listening.
In fact, in my 3 accounts, personal 1 and 2 for business, the 3 accounts, they are empty. They are empty because this man refused to pay.
That does not fly. That doesn't fly. If you are owing somebody, you cannot just say, because I don't have money, I'm not ready to pay you. So if you are owing rent, you just tell your landlord, I don't have money to pay, and that is just it.
No, ma.
No, I'm asking you. So what are you talking about? If you want me to stand down your matter, for you to go and think about, you can raise money, I can recall your matter later. I can give you like 20 or 30 minutes or take 2 more cases. Maybe there are people that can assist you or something, I don't know. But you're definitely not going to leave it if you don't make a concrete arrangement on how you're going to pay her. No. It doesn't work that way. I want to step down your matter. You can stay out then. Call in the co-plaintiff. Can I have your full name again?
Akinta Felicia.
Okay, can you narrate to me the issue you have with the defendant?
Mr. Bayo Adeono, I was working in a site where I met...
the same site?
Yes.
With the first plaintiff?
The same site.
Okay.
Yes. So, that day I was at home. One Madam Fumi, the site manager, called me that Mr. Bayo has a problem, that he wanted to complete a building and doesn't have money. And I was supplying somebody in that site I have my own contractor. I'm not working with him. I told the woman I don't have money. So the mother for me continued begging. I said, I don't have money. So I now went to the site. He said, is this elderly man? I said, for me now, you know the building that we are doing, almost 9 buildings there. I said, I don't have money, but where I used to loan money, I have loaned there. Okay, maybe let me put a call through if they can loan me money. And I told him, he was there. I called those people, they said they don't have money. So I now call one of them. He said, there is one money. Shame me, I know that is 10%. I said, I know. I asked the madam for me, Mr. Bayo. Mr. Bayo said there's no problem. That after he completes the German floor, because it was 3 stages, German floor and the building and the roofing after everything. So when he completes the German floor, I gave him 1.8. He didn't pay the money. So I was worried. I have to pay the interest. I came to the site. I said, sir, you are an elderly man. I don't have parents. I'm an orphan. And I respect elderly man very well. I said, please, you have to pay me my money. This money is not mine. You can see they are disturbing me. He said he's going to pay. That month, he didn't pay. The other month, he didn't pay. I have to went to the site. I said, today, you have to pay me the money. He said they haven't paid. So I realized that they pay him the first level. He said he used the money again for the...
Is that so? Were you paid?
No, ma'am. That was not true.
The defendant, a building contractor, used loans and building materials supplied to him by the plaintiffs to execute a project. The defendant has delivered the completed project to the owner but claims he has not received payment for the job done. Hence, he has not been able to pay the plaintiffs. Busarat, a widow, and Felicia, an orphan, claims there have been a downturn in their businesses because of the debts and want Judge Fumi to wade into this matter.
What happened?
It's okay. You're normal. So they gave me money, 1.8 million, to use for the second stage.
Without paying you for the first?
Huh?
They did not pay you for the first one that you took loan for. You took a loan from the second claimants and the first claimants.
No, I've not taken loan. I've not taken money from the second. It's only the first.
The money you took from them, which one did you use it for?
For the second stage.
This second stage.
To the roof level.
All right. Then.
So she came and I told her that I've not been paid. He said, by all means, I should pay. I said, it's okay. Let me go and see this man. I went there. I met the man. He said I should go to site, that he'll be coming. When we got to site, myself and this man is quarrel. This man said he will not pay, he will not do this, he will not that. At the end of the day, the man paid, and I went to her. I said, Madam, please, this man has paid. Take. In fact, they really pitied me. I will not lie. So when I got there now, and I told her, it's okay. Baba, this second house, how will you complete it if I collected all this money from you? And I said, please, help. If you help me, I will try my best to get the money. So out of the 1 million I took to him, I wanted to pay. He said I should pay 500 and then go and use the remaining 500,000 for the roof of the building. And I said, it's okay, thank you very much. I'm very grateful. I left. When I got there, I called the roofer. Please help me do this thing on time so that I can collect money. So that one finished the roof. For this man to pay again is problem. So it was a lot of fight before he can pay.
So he has paid?
When he paid that one, I went to her too. And I said, please, let me pay half. and let me use the remaining half. Out of the 2 million, I've paid already 1.5, remaining 800,000. And I said, it's okay. Please, I will get you the money as soon as this man paid me when I finish. She agreed. So on finishing this thing now, is this man that put me in the problem. On finishing this thing now, I could not get anything from this man. In fact, we went to church, I wrote church. Church mediated. We could not get anything. They said I should go and get lawyer and accountant to work on the issue because they don't understand. So I left.
What's his reason?
Ma?
Why does he not want to pay you?
I don't know, ma.
You don't know.
That is the problem.
Well, you have to find out and get the money. But that's not even, that doesn't concern them.
I know.
You know.
And that is why I've been pleading with them. Not that I don't want to pay them at all.
You've been pleading. If all your pleading is acceptable to them, you won't be here today. I'm sure you know that. You won't be here.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've passed that stage. You are at the stage of you've just got to pay. You have to cough out their money.
I know.
Okay, so let me know how you want to pay. You have to work it out now. Can you bring in the first plaintiff too?
Your Honor, ma. As at now, for today, if I have property, I will sold it, which I've told the two of them.
Now, I want to give the two of you an advice. When you give out a loan, yes, you have an agreement, oral agreement, it's quite all right. Agreement can be in written form or oral form, which is what you had in this matter. But what you left out is the fact that you did not ask for guarantors. You should have asked him to bring guarantors. Personally, I always say go for 2 guarantors. And the minute it defaults, you get in touch with the guarantor. They can easily raise the money. It's not nice for you to wait for the money to pile up months after months. Do you understand? Before you tell the guarantor that he has defaulted. Secondly, you could have taken collateral. If you have that collateral, you would have signed, if I don't pay by February ending, sell it off. Do you understand? You sell it off to offset the debts. You need to know this because of future transactions you may have. It's because it's an elderly person. Do you understand me? Yeah. I'm going to stand this matter down. I'll give you 1 hour. I'll handle some other cases. I'll give you the opportunity to come back here once more. And after that, I'll give my final verdict. Do you understand?
I didn't hear well, ma'am.
All rise.
Judge Fumi steps this matter down for the litigants to reach amicable settlement. Now, they are back in court. After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
Thank you. I could see that you've reached you have a terms of settlement now. You've agreed on how you're going to...
Yes, ma'am.
You have a copy here and you've all signed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what you have here is that the defendant shall pay the first plaintiff. That's Oladipupo.
Yes,
Busarat Idowu. The total sum of 2,185,750.
Yes, sir.
On or before 19 working days, starting from today. That is, it must be paid up by 19th of November, 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the second leg is that the defendant shall pay the second plaintiff, Akinse Felicia Omolabake.
Yes, Your Honor.
The total sum of 800,000 naira. Yes. On or before 90 working days, starting from today.
Yes.
That is by November 19, 2021 as well. Judgment for the first and second plaintiff.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.